Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today's lesson is called Hack the MicroBit. Now, everybody wants to know how the sound works or this music button works on the MicroBit. Well, today we're going to learn about that. We're also going to use these alligator clips. These alligator clips look like this. And I want you to remember, be very careful when you use these alligator clips. You're going to clip them with your fingers. They don't go on your nose. They don't go on your ears. They go on the MicroBit. So again, make sure you don't get hurt using these alligator clips. What we're going to do today is we're going to complete the circuit with the MicroBit, and we're going to use these pins at the bottom of the MicroBit to make buttons. And one of the buttons is going to be a love meter, and the other button is going to make the sound come out of our headsets. Now, our simple code is on the screen there, and I'm going to make it with you in just a few minutes. But just to be aware, whenever you do use the alligator clips with the MicroBit, what you're going to do is you're going to carefully open up the alligator clip and post it into one of the holes on the MicroBit so it stays right in there. Watch it again. This one over here is called the ground. You'll always need a ground whenever you use the MicroBit, and it's on this side over here. Okay, so that's very easy how you're going to clip those onto the MicroBit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started coding. I'm going to put my MicroBit down here, and I'll close out my window. I will also clear my screen. Okay, so we're back, and what we're going to do is on start, we're going to show a message called love meter. So I'm going to use my on start button. I'm going to go to basic to show my string. I'm going to pull that off and connect it to on start, and I'm going to say love meter. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. And again, you can see it flashing there on my screen. The next thing I want to do is I want to use an input. I'm going to go to the input buttons, and I want to use this on pin. Now the PO stands for pin 0. I'm going to change mine to pin 1, and that's going to correspond to the hole on the MicroBit. On pin 1, what I want to do is I want to show a random number. So I'm going to go to basic, and I'm going to pull off show number. And then I want to go to math, and I want to pull off the pick random number. Now my random number for today is going to be 0 through 100. So I'm going to put that as 100. Now what this means is when the pin is pressed like a button, it's going to display a number between 0 and 100, kind of like that old carnival game that you would go up and you would press or hold to see what your love meter would be. It would be a number between 0 and 100. So let's go ahead and we're going to connect our MicroBit. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my video. Once I have my video on, you'll be able to see the MicroBit. Here's the MicroBit. And again, those holes are here on the bottom of the MicroBit. So I want to line them up. So P1 is the one that has the 1 on it. There it is. And I'm going to connect my alligator clip to port 1, just like that. Now there's going to be a little bit more to this, and what I need is another alligator clip. So here's another alligator clip, and I want to use my ground. I'm going to connect my ground. All right, so I have my MicroBit connected like this. One is on port 1. The other one is called the ground. Now I have my two other ends. So let's get that connected one more time here. I have my two other ends, and what I need to do is I need to connect my circuit. So while I'm holding the ground with one hand, I'm going to press the other with the other, and it's going to display a number, 37. And again, I'll press this, 75. I'll press again, 77. And all this is just a touch. I don't have to hold it. All that I have to do is touch it, and it's going to display that number, 95. One more time, 72, and now I'm at 3. All right, so that is the first one that you're going to do. You're going to show that random number by displaying on the pin. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll close my window once again. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to work with the music button. And again, I'm going to go to my input, and I'm going to go to on pin 0 pressed. Now, if you notice on the MicroBit, there's a pin 0, 1, 2, and 3. and then there is the ground button. So I have all of those different choices to make my button on my MicroBit. So I have on pin 0 being pressed. What I want to have happen is I want to have the music come on. Just like you've been doing the last few weeks, I'm going to play the music as well. So I'm going to start a melody, and my melody is going to be consistent. It's going to go on forever. And again, I can change what that music is going to be by clicking on, maybe I want the prelude there. All right, now what I need to do is I need to, again, switch over my alligator clips on my MicroBit. So it's going to be displaying on pin 0 instead of pin 1. So let me turn on my camera once again. Here's my MicroBit. I'm going to take the pin off of P1, pin 1. I'm going to put it on 2. So it looks something like that. Now, instead of holding them, what I need to do is I need to connect it to my jack on my headsets. So my jack looks like this. The first thing you want to do is you want to do the ground. The ground is my white. It can be whatever color that you want it to be. Now, whenever you connect these, the ground is going to go on the farthest one up on the head jack, just like that. All right, do you see that? Now, the other wire, pin 0, it's going to be placed on the top of the headset jack, just like that. Do you hear the music? Now that's going to go on and on forever since I've coded for that. But watch again how I had to put that onto the headset jack. The ground is all the way up on the headset, all the way up on that headset jack. The P0, the pin 0, is going to be right on the top port of that headset. And you'll see and you'll hear that music coming from your headsets. Now again, if you have the two headsets, like you should on your computer, they should be both coming out of those headsets. So again, you can play around with the music that you have on your screen, right? And you can also code for other things as well. This is a very simple lesson. We have very short coding on the screen, but I want you to play around with a little bit, play some music, put some random numbers in there, and see what you can come up with today's lesson. One thing that I didn't do is I didn't download my project because it was already on my MicroBit, but you do want to remember always to go to the bottom of the screen to download that into your MicroBit. If you have any questions, I will be around. Thanks a lot.